How fitting. Electing a businessman to run the United States corporation. And a businessman who really does not truly understand how to successfully run a business at that. Are we to believe that Donald Trump's appointed position was really an accident? Come on, y'all. This video is about how to read the Trump presidency. So let's begin. The President of these United States Incorporated, Donald Trump, is the embodiment of what this country is and has always been. Certain people want to continue kidding themselves as if this country was founded on values and principles. But reality is, America was never founded on truth, but treachery. This is the basis of its existence. And until this one simple fact is accepted, you will forever find yourself enslaved by the illusion of freedom it attests to. We have all entered into a time of deception. Now, don't get me wrong, deception has always been the way of this world since its inception. But never before was there a time that so much information is made available to the people. Still, be very careful because not all information is given with your best interest at heart. This is why now more than ever it is important that we connect with the truth that Mother Nature holds. It is time we go inside of ourselves to connect fully with our own inner guidance. This will be the only way we will rise successfully above all of the misguided nonsense that is laid out before us. So, if Trump is not a German name and both of his grandparents immigrated from Germany, then what is truly his family name? Let's take a stroll down the Trump ancestral plains. In 1885, Friedrich Drumpf, Donald Trump's grandfather, immigrated to America. He was 16 years of age at the time, escaping a potential German military draft. Sounds familiar? Obviously, this escape act is well known among many of the Trump's family acts. After Friedrich Drumpf accrued a modest fortune by his various entrepreneurial trades, he returned home to his village in Karlstadt, Germany, married Elizabeth Christ of the same hometown village in 1902, and both had intended to settle down in Germany. But things didn't go as planned. When the news that Friedrich had dodged the draft came out, he and his wife Elizabeth were both forced to give up their Bavarian citizenship and were made to return to America. Friedrich and Elizabeth Drumpf settled down in the New York City Bronx borough and had 3 children. Fred, Donald Trump's father, was the middle child, born in 1905. Eventually, Fred Drumpf followed in his father's and mother's footsteps and later became one of New York City's prominent and most successful young businessmen. In 1936, Fred married Mary Ann MacLeod, who was of Scottish ancestry. Born in the Outer Hebrides of Scotland, her marriage to the then mogul Fred Drumpf did indeed create a radically different lifestyle from the underprivileged lifestyle she had been accustomed to. As one of 10 children born of fishermen and farmer parents of the village of Tong on the Scottish Isle of Lewis. 6 years later, in 1942, Mary Ann became a United States citizen, and just 4 years after that, Donald J. Drumpf was born. But when did the Drumpf family name turn to the Trump family name? It was during the Second World War that, as a real estate mogul, and with many of his tenants being of Jewish descent, Fred Drumpf decided to cut his ancestral ties from Germany and to change his name from Drumpf to Trump due to the rising prejudice against Germans in America at that time. And for this reason, the United States Incorporated CEO is known to us as President Trump instead of President Drumpf. Now, in all fairness, Donald Trump does have German in his blood, but his ancestral lineage is of his mother, which is Scottish. So he's really Scottish. America, along with the rest of this patriarchal world, likes to flip things upside down to have us believe that it's the male who determines the lineage of a person. But that's not true. The mother determines the line because it is the female who bears the child, not the male. This way of thinking also aided in their deceptive plan with Obama among the indigenous Niji here in America. Obama does have Kenyan blood, but his ancestral lineage is from his mother, which is of indigenous English heritage. So even though Barack Obama's mother was born here in America, her ancestral lineage is of the colonizers. But due to his dark complexion, we the indigenous Niji want to claim him as being the first so-called black president. This is how they trap us mentally with this color game. Once the indigenous female and male stop relating themselves to a color and begin to acknowledge their true identity as the indigenous people of this land, then we'll begin to release ourselves from the hold they have on us. Believe me, Dane Calloway did a wonderful justice for us by revealing this truth. It's up to us to now look deeper within ourselves, connect with our mothers, and own this truth. So you see, other than the fact that he was born in America and that his complexion is similar, there's nothing else that connects Obama with the indigenous Niji. Michelle, Sasha, and Malia are more connected than he is. So why am I stating all of this and drawing attention to the connection of this age of deception to the CEO Trump? It's because of the origin and definition of the very word Trump. Let's read it here. Other than Trump meaning playing card of a suit ranking above others, the verb trump means fabricate, devise, deceive, cheat, to deceive, to mock, to blow a trumpet. He's mocking us. They're mocking us. Do you not think that they have fabricated and devised this plan? And every time we react to him, it is a mockery to us. Because instead of us going within and receiving inner guidance, we are allowing ourselves to be distracted by this nonsense. Let's read on. To play the horn, alluding to quacks and mountebanks who attracted the public by blowing a horn and then cheated them into buying. That's what he did. He attracted the public by blowing a horn and then he cheated them into electing him. And last, but certainly not least, to act the fool. And what a brilliant act he is doing. So the question is he the fool? Are they the fool? Or are we the fool? Remember, I said to come out of him. We must come out of him and we must go within and start connecting to our own inner guidance. Because only then will we no longer be deceived. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. So please like, leave a comment, share, and subscribe. And until then, Our ancestors are waiting.